well, okay. The 3DS did bring about the end of Pokemon, but to be fair, it also brought like the beginning of it, in my opinion. So like, not actually. But like, okay. There's about equal parts good and equal parts bad in terms of Pokemon games on the 3DS. I really did not like Sun and Moon. I'm not gonna lie, that was not it. That was kind of that's when, in my opinion. I mean, but you know, to be fair, it's not sprinkles; it's hundreds and thousands, which is cool. I actually really dig hundreds and thousands, but for me, it's always sprinkles. But you know, I just moved to a place where you know they refer to soda as pop. You know, we're not quite in Coke territory where every form of soda is a different kind of Coke. Although I think my grandmother does talk like that. There was a point in time when I was very confused talking to her, and she's like, "Yeah, I want a Coke Sprite." And I'm like, well, "What is a Coke Sprite?" Or what kind of Coke you got? Cutscene. Firmly stepping, never dropping its pace. Its entire body honed to perfection. Finally, the clouds split apart and the moon reveals itself. Silver light illuminates the land and the mountains. It dances, it runs, it trembles with unbridled power. And with an entranced roar, it shows its true form. It's a cool monster. I love this cutscenes. Yeah, I know, they're sick. I will say, nothing compares to 4U cutscenes. Monster Hunter 4U had the best cutscenes of literally any Monster Hunter game, and you cannot convince me otherwise. You know, one day we might have to just do a watch party where we literally watch every single cutscene from Monster Hunter 4U. For those of you who have not been able to witness them, because I swear to God, I'm so pissed that they never did it again. No cutscene has ever been as good. Getting birds. I feel that energy surge. Maybe we'll do a Wednesday stream where I just like literally watch Monster Hunter cutscenes from 4U. Because I'm telling you, they're so good. They're the best cutscenes in any Monster Hunter game. I want 4U to be put onto a modern console, and I want all of the cutscenes to be remastered into HD. And then my life will be complete. At least a small chapter of my life will be complete. Because I feel like 4U really did, like, they really embraced the story aspect of Monster Hunter in that game. You know, like, future Monster Hunter games, there's a story. Don't get me wrong, there totally is. But, like, after 4U, that's when they started to realize that you didn't need a compelling story in order for Monster Hunter to be, like, a good game, because people don't play the game for the story. Oh, my God. Why? That's not where I wanted to go at all. You know what I mean? Like, people play Monster Hunter for the monsters. They play Monster Hunter to, like, check out all the cool shit. They, you know, 4U is the best game ever on Nintendo 3DS version. Yeah, no, it's up there. It's so good. I wouldn't say it's the best game on the 3DS, because I'm not gonna lie, 3DS, like, if we were talking, like, some of the top-of-the-line handheld consoles, like, best handheld consoles of all time, 3DS is it. Like, hands down. Literally nothing compares to 3DS. Now, you might be like, but the Switch, and I'm gonna say absolutely not. You can take this Switch and shove it up your ass in comparison to what the 3DS has done. In regards to, like, just, oh my God, there's so much stuff on the 3DS. For those of you who don't know, I used to be a handheld gamer. Never a mobile gamer. I never got into mobile games. I like, you know, I play Pokemon Go every once in a while, and I keep chess on my phone. Those are my mobile games, and I don't think chess really constitutes as a mobile game. Last time I checked. Oh, hey, Barryoth. You're not the person I wanted to try and see here. I'll slip right past you, buddy. But, like, think about the 3DS, right? We have 4 different Pokemon games. And in my opinion, it's some of the last best Pokemon games. Like, Ultra, Alpha Sapphire and Mega Ruby. Some of the best Pokemon games, in my opinion. They took what made the original one so good and like polished it up to like high health, so it like looks amazing. We have the Mario and Luigi games. No, my status trigger. No, my habits. It's so sad. I was supposed to do so much more fair. Get that uppercut. Getting screamed at. We had like some of the like best Fire Emblems on there. We had one of the best Animal Crossings on there. We had Smash Bros. We had Mario Party. It wasn't very good. Mario Party is where we fell off. We had like 4 different Mario and Luigi games. We had Partners in Time. We had like the new Partners in Time game. We had the Bowser's Inside Story game. We had, you know, Dream Team. We had the one that featured both Paper Mario in it. The Paper Mario game on there wasn't very good. I'll give it that. Mario Kart on the 3DS was heavily underrated. I don't think it got nearly the credit it deserved because most people, like the DS version, people talk about the DS version all the time because it was like at that perfect time in their lives when like you were on the school bus, everyone would bust out their 3DS and play Mario Kart. Nobody had the own the game. But if we're talking like in terms of polish, Mario Kart on 3DS was so good. Riding Cowboy. No, what? Boo. Partner's Time is not on the 3DS. Is it not? I'm thinking of something else then. There's another, they remade an old Mario game and put it on there, and I can't think of what it is. Superstar Saga, that's it. Or am I thinking Kirby? Is that Kirby? It's the one where like you collected beans. I don't know. No, that might be Mario Luigi. Bowser's Inside Story is good. Okay, that's what I'll say. It's so good. Here comes another para, I hope. Nope. Interpret Heart. I don't know why you procced to there. I think it is Superstar Saga. But we also had the all like the Kirby games were on there, and they were pretty good. I'm trying to think of which one I'm thinking of. It's the one that came out originally on the SNES, and then proceeded to like Anyway, it was good. It was so good. There are too many good games on that thing for anybody to talk ill of it. No, I just killed a beetle. No, I didn't. Kaboom. All the Pokemon games now on the 3DS Lite's kind of great. They're kind of garbage now. Yeah, well, okay. The 3DS did bring about the end of Pokemon. But to be fair, it also brought, like, the beginning of it, in my opinion. So, like, not actually. But, like, okay. There's about equal parts good and equal parts bad in terms of Pokemon games on the 3DS. I really did not like Sun and Moon. I'm not going to lie. That was not it. That was kind of that's when, in my opinion, the franchise started really going downhill. I loved X and Y. I loved Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, as I've already iterated before. But when they did Sun and Moon and then released Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and it wasn't like a Black and White 2 kind of situation, like people talk highly of Black and White 2. You know what I mean? Because it's not black and white. It's like set in the same universe. It's set in like the same like setting, but it's not like a remake of the exact same games. Ultra Sun and Moon, you could play Sun and Moon, and like I literally couldn't finish it. It was impossible for me to finish that game because I beat Sun and Moon, and it's the exact same game up until the end game. Now, you could say the same thing about, like, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, right? But the difference is that, like, first of all, those games came out, like, 15 years ago, comparatively to, like, you know, when the remake was made. Maybe not 15 years, but it had been a long time. There's a lot of people who've never played the original. And then, two, they brought more to the table to make it feel fresh, you know? I couldn't finish them off. I ain't buying Pokemon again until Game Freak sorts out its priorities. Okay, I'm gonna say this. They brought it back with the new games, like the newest ones. I'm actually pretty impressed because here's the thing, right? Was it a broken garbage like nightmare game? Absolutely. There was so much bad shit about that game in regards to like the way it performed and the way it functioned. But I'll say this. They made a fun Pokemon game. Think about that. I haven't really had a fun Pokemon game since Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby. And they got somewhere. They made it fun. That's a huge thing. Be right back. Yeah, of course. Now, was it like an ungodly broken nightmare of a game? Absolutely. Like, so much shit did not work at all. The frame rate was abysmal. Like, it was so bad. And in fact, it's still like not very great. It still runs like trash. It still runs at like 10 frames a second. It's really, really bad. Scarlet and Violet was rushed. So was yeah, Sword and Shield. And Legends felt like a task. It felt like I did good with Hammer. I would say so. Yeah, you totally kicked ass. It was a clean fight. You got like what, 2 KOs? We take that. I feel like Sword and Shield as like as a KO weapon only like exists to help out other KO weapons. Cutscene, sick.